Hi, Justin here from the Butch Harmon School of Golf. And this month in Golf Digest, we're going to be looking at two of the hottest properties in the world of golf. Four-time major champion Rory Mcilroy. We've admired his ball striking through the years, and we're going to have a little look at some of the things he does really well to keep his ball striking in check. Masters champion Jordan Spieth, we marveled at his short game. The control that he had around those difficult surfaces at Augusta showed us that he had a great control over the flight and the spin. And although quite advanced techniques, it's very, very interesting to see how he can control the golf ball in that highly pressurized environment. So if we start off with Rory, one of the things that we kind of look at with Rory is the amount of speed he has and the balance he has. And not all of us can do those things, but in order for him to be able to transfer that energy so efficiently, I believe that he's been able throughout his career to control the top of his backswing position. He and his coach Michael Bannon work very hard on making sure that Rory can get to the top of his backswing by rotating his body and the golf club stopping at the same time. Now, if you can do that, it's easier to transfer the energy back into your through swing. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at two of the steps he takes in order to be able to get to that position. The first one, his takeaway position, which I know Rory's worked hard on through the years, he gets it out into a position where he maintains the integrity in that left wrist as he takes the club back. Now, a great way for you to experience that and feel that, and maybe even give you a little refresher on your left-hand grip, is to point your thumb in the air, the last three fingers towards your knees or just towards the floor, and then holding that angle, just learn to get the golf club moving, holding the integrity in that left wrist. If I re-grip it from there and then go ahead and set my left wrist, you'll see how I've maintained a nice little cup in it, and we as instructors would refer to this as on plane. So Rory does a great job of getting the golf club on plane and then turning it to the top, a real prerequisite for good consistent ball striking. Interestingly, Jordan Spieth has done some work with his coach Cameron McCormick on his short game, and he feels a lot of things through this left wrist as well. When Jordan hits little pitch shots, if he wants to hit a lower pitch shot, he sometimes bows his left wrist out through the impact area. So that left wrist keeps a little bow in it. That's basically just like taking your left hand and pointing your palm more towards the floor. So bowing your left wrist, that's going to take a little bit of loft away, and that's going to allow Jordan to hit some of those lower running shots. You can practice that with one hand, just getting the golf club and bowing it forward, and it's going to take a little bit of loft away. The other way of creating a little bit more loft is getting the feeling of cupping the left wrist a little bit. So this time on the way through, we're going to let that left wrist cup out a little bit. A little bit more of an advanced technique, and certainly at Augusta, when Jordan was hitting some of these little shots, he was cupping the left wrist up, getting the ball flight up, and softening the landing spot for the golf ball. So some areas where you can experiment a little with your left wrist and learn from two of the hottest prospects in golf today.